Super. So we're going to taste two of your Chardonnays because Cobos is really, I'd say probably the winery most famous for its Chardonnay in Argentina. Can you tell us a little bit about what you think the style of Bramarie and Cobos Chardonnay is and how it's evolved over the years?
Well, our style is very related with the respect of the varietal, but more than that, what we are looking for is to reflect the sense of place of our Chardonnays, to let the people understand that Argentina is not just Malbec and we have a lot of potential on that. So in that sense, we are exploring different places, and today we come with these two Chardonnays in our top tier called Bramarie Vineyard Designate. One of them is Arbolitos Vineyard that is located in Chacayes, with a lot of colluvial formed soils, a lot of sharpie stones, and a very rocky soil profile where you can find this kind of structure. The texture is super firm but at the same time elegant. And the pursuit of all our Chardonnay philosophy is trying to deliver this balance between fruit, sense of place, and elegance. And in that sense, we work a lot with coopers and we try to really develop the correct expression of cooper integrated with the Chard. So our Burgundian philosophy, it's very linked today with the style of the wine you can find. So also we have our Singaret estate. That is the very first release that we have that comes from a totally different place in Mendoza that is called Villa Los Dias, and it's a place surrounded by hills. It's super cold, and here we can really keep acidity, the minerality, the floral side of Chardonnay, at the same time creaminess, texture, and a very long finish wine. So both keeps complexity, they are simple to understand, and they deliver a lot of joy to the drinking it.
Absolutely, I agree. And I think the thing that's really interesting about your whole kind of single vineyard line that you have for Malbec as well as Chardonnay is the differences that you find in these vineyards. And so we're looking at two vineyards in the Uco Valley, but Los Arbolitos gives you a much kind of more direct and linear wine, whereas here in Villa Basias it's a bit broader and but also really refreshing. And interestingly, this is much lower altitude. So can you tell us a bit about, everyone in Argentina, we used to kind of talk about altitude being always cooler, but can you talk about how the microclimate also affects the...
Yeah, the microclimates are key. For example, Singaret is also surrounded by hills, so all the cool air that comes from the mountain is stuck there, and it's the last vineyard that we pick even later than Gualtajari, for example, or El Peral. So it's not just an altitude race that you have to go. It's also these small spots that can really deliver you another thing, another dimension. And obviously it's super linked with the texture of the wine, not just with the aromas. And you can find that this place like Chacayes has these sharp stones, more solar influence, or a lot of wind there. It's much more straight, direct than the other one. So also there is a winemaking thing behind that we are not doing full malolactic in the wines, and it means that we will keep a lot of a natural acidity, avoiding to add tartaric acid in it, and the texture, the feeling of the acid, that's super genuine, and you can really enjoy this crispiness without being overpowering or harsh in your palate.
Delicious. And I think, you know, Chardonnay in Argentina is something that we're all really getting very excited about and really beginning to see the true potential for great Chardonnay in Argentina. Do you have a favourite pairing? One of your favourite kind of Argentine dishes for either of these wines or both?
Wow, with Argentinian dishes?
Yeah, it has to be local.
I super like Chardonnay with empanadas, to be totally fair, and with mollejas. With mollejas, sweetbreads, amazing.
Perfect. Sweetbreads on the grill with a nice
Chardonnay.
Perfect. Cheers. Nice to see you.
Muchas gracias.